Hello and welcome to this week's CSM Live. You're joined by Adam Duce and
Jess Barton. We've got a cracking show lined up for you today, and if you want to get in touch at any part, then just tweet us at Cardiff Union TV, hashtag CSM Live, or search us on Facebook and leave us a message on there.
Yes, so we've got a packed show for you today. We're going to be looking at the Chinese New Year, different events at the Students' Union, and what the Trampolining Society has been up to.
Can't wait for that video.
As well as the renowned Bush Tucker or Presenter Challenge, we're now calling it, because I'm a Celebrity is no longer on telly. So
it will be back though. Look forward to it already. It's going to be a little bit tastier today. We haven't gone down the vile food route as we normally have. So I think you'll enjoy it a little bit more this week, Adam.
Thank you very much, Jess.
Especially for him.
So we've had a lot going on this week.
How's your week been?
Well, it's been very busy, actually. We've had Speak Week, as you know, and I was there on Monday at 6 o'clock in room 4J, where I asked the Vice-Chancellor a question.
Oh, very dramatic. What did you ask and what was the response?
Well, I asked him whether he would be in favour of discriminatory fee structure, because I offered the point that English language as a subject does not get the same amount of resources as, say, business or medicine, and why we have to pay the same degree as those individuals when they get more resources.
This is very well thought out argument. I like this.
Because luckily I came in, as you did, on the final $3,000 a year-ish mark, but obviously it's $9,000 for the majority of students now.
And I completely sympathise. I'm Welsh, so the Welsh government subsidise any extras. So for anyone younger than me who are coming to uni now or came last year, then they're still okay if they're Welsh. But obviously if you're English coming in or foreign exchange student, then it's a lot of money.
His response was we didn't have the flexibility to do that.
And then moved on rather quickly?
Well, I suppose so. I mean, it's very difficult because the amount of money that goes into humanities schools is limited because it's not a vocational profession.
Yeah.
So there we are. Many people had their say. It's very interesting to watch. If you haven't watched it, log on to our CUTV News programme, which is on our Cardiff Union TV channel. Where they featured that.
And would you recommend going? How was the turnout, and for people who wanted to pose questions?
Yeah, no, it was very good. So it's good, clear, active involvement.
Yeah, and I suppose if you do go and check it out, it will kind of set the tone and see what you're in for next time, isn't it?
Yes. Also, we had the International Roundtable event as part of Speak Week yesterday, which was a good opportunity for international students to have their say. Because NSS results show that international students statistically enjoy their time less at university than home students.
That makes me so sad.
Of course, homesickness must have an effect on this, but it's good to make sure that their voice is heard.
I think the difference is I get homesick and I live an hour down the road, and I think if you come from anywhere, any part of the country, you're going to at some point of your university life feel a little bit down. But if it's a different culture and a different language, so not your first language, then it must be so much harder. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so we've had a lot going on for Speak Week. It's also LGBT plus History Month.
Did you know Adam was the LGBT plus officer?
Sorry to plug it. But those events have been good. We had the Equality and Diversity Societies training event on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I presented that alongside Emma Carragher, Women's Officer, and Rachel Jones, Students with Disabilities Officer. And 15 people had signed up to come, but 37 turned out.
That is such an achievement to get that many people through. That's really good.
Yeah, that was good. And then we had a talk by Karen Cook last night as part of the LGBT plus staff network. And we've got many more events next week as part of that month.
Super busy for you.
Super busy.
So busy.
Other things that have happened are strikes.
Adam has been waiting to get this off his chest. He cannot wait to get his teeth into this story, because you're not very happy about these strikes, are you?
I'm afraid I'm not. I missed a lecture today because of it. And I believe there's one happening on Monday between 9 and 11, which is over my other lecture.
Just specifically there for Adam's lecture, which isn't really the best timing for you, is it?
No, so obviously missing out on a week's worth of material for both modules is very difficult, because obviously we can't be refunded our fees,
of course,
as in other industries. And so it's unfair to be assessed on those weeks that we've missed out on teaching.
I agree. Now, a lot of the lecturers or lectures are tried to be moved, aren't they? Well, some of them do anyway. I think it's down to the lecturer and whether they're able to with the school. But I know that one of my lectures was cancelled yesterday, and I had that on Tuesday instead. But obviously when they're moved like that, it's also a little bit unfair if it does clash with somebody else's lecture, because then the rest of the class are able to get all the information, able to attend and get the notes, and then they're missing out because they're attending their other compulsory ones. So it is a really tricky situation. We want to know what you think about it, so make sure you tweet us at Cardiff Union TV, #CSM Live, because it is a tricky topic, isn't it?
It is, because obviously you don't want your degree to be in jeopardy.
No, you don't want it to be a detrimental effect to your overall grade, especially as the third years.
Yes, it's a critical key year.
Yeah.
So, we want your view on the strikes that have been happening, whether they've affected your school, or whether it's more of a humanities-based issue.
Yeah.
We want your view on it.
And I mean, I attended the last strike outside the main building, and there were quite a few students there actually getting involved that were participating in the strike, which was interesting as well. So we'd love to hear from you if you were there and you're agreeing with the strikes, or if you're a bit more like Adam, I'm totally opposed to them, and you don't want to miss out on your uni lectures.
Yes. Also, what is irritating me as well is the weather. This
is Adam's rant of the week. We need to change the CSM Live to Adam's rant. No, it is
it's
awful.
Been awful recently.
It's depressing. You know, what's that? The weather affected
climate change?
No, like you can. What's the thing? It can actually affect you. I think it's called like sun. We're getting shouts from the audience. SAD. 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 What does it stand for again? It stands for something to do with the weather, and if it's not sunny, you get sad. And I think we may have that.
We may have that. The depression of rain. Pathetic fallacy.
We're going to Google that in the next break to actually find out what it means, and we'll get back onto this. But no, it is so depressing. It has not stopped. I think it's rained every single day from New Year's Day onwards.
Yeah, I can't remember a dry day.
And I'm having my mum on the phone saying I can't do any washing, so it's even affecting her.
And also, close to where I live in Devon, in Dawlish, the sea wall has broken, and that's affected the railway in a major capacity.
I've seen that on the news.
Yeah.
That's going to take ages to get fixed. So long. So it's long-term effects as well as the short-term, isn't it? Short term, my mum's washing. Long term, railroads. No, where I'm from as well, Swansea. Obviously, it's on the coast, and we have two little cafes there on Langland Bay and Castle Bay, and they've been totally battered. And I know they were 3 weeks ago, and they've kind of been sorted, and they've had to get new furniture and stuff, and done all the damage, and now it's happening again. So it must be just so devastating from a business perspective, and your home as well. I really do have full sympathy for anyone who's had their home damaged.
On a more lighter and enjoyable note, however,
Yes.
it is, soon on the 8th of February, it marks Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Now, it is the year of the horse. I know I'm the year of the monkey, as I'm sure you must be. 92?
Cheeky little monkey.
Is that you as well?
No, I'm 93.
Oh, you're 90. Oh, you didn't have a gap year?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, I had a gap year.
Straight in, sir.
I had a gap year.
Oh.
So I'm monkey and you're...
I don't know what I am.
Oh.
I feel like I was something that wasn't very good. Is it like Year of the Pig or something? Like I feel like I was the pig.
Well, I feel quite good at being a mischievous monkey. So.
Monkey's a great one. I'm quite jealous I'm not a monkey. Little mischievous monkey.
Anyway, we had our reporter, Tian, go to the Red Dragon Centre at the Bay to check out what they were doing there for Chinese New Year. So take a look.
Hello everyone, I'm Tian reporting for CUTV. Today we're celebrating Chinese New Year in Red Dragon Center, and we've got loads of activities going on over there, and we're going to take a look right now. This is Jasmine from Confucius Institute, and she's going to be telling us something about the event. And why do you think this is so important to have the event in Cardiff and to make people to know about Chinese New Year?
Well, Chinese New Year is always important for Chinese people. It's the biggest festival in China. It's a bit like Christmas. As you can see, it's very busy today, and I feel it's getting more and more popular. And I'm really happy that more people enjoy the Chinese culture. And I welcome all the British people to come and celebrate the Chinese New Year with us.
What kind of activities do you have in the event?
We have some free handicraft workshops for children. So the activities are all free in this section. The activities include paper cutting, Chinese mask painting, and also the lantern making.
Okay, now I'm going to be making a lantern for CCTV office. Red envelopes on the table. What are they for?
Basically, red envelope like this is a very good way for the older generation to pass on the blessings and also portion to the younger generation. So red envelope, you can put money inside, or you can put those golden fake money chocolate inside for the children. So for the New Year time, children receive the envelope and then they put under their pillow while they're sleeping. So they are receiving all the good blessings from the older generation.
Today you're here for another mission here, right? You're promoting something.
That's right. We are here to promote our Chinese New Year Gala 2014, and then it's a very good opportunity, not just for Chinese people, but for all the foreign people to gather together, celebrate Chinese New Year. This event is taking place in National Cardiff Museum in the theatre. The date is on 8th of February. Entry time is 7 o'clock till 8:30.
So now I'm going to be writing something in Chinese, and we can learn. Happy New Year in Chinese. 新年快乐. So this year is the year of horse, and I hope you have a really lucky New Year.
So that was a brilliant little look at the Chinese New Year celebrations, which we've been corrected was last weekend. So thanks very much for that, Chin Chin.
And historically, it was regarding a race between different animals, and apparently the dragon won the race.
So it started with the dragon, and then from the order onwards, it was whoever came second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on and so on.
So clearly,
Yeah.
the rooster was behind the monkey.
I was the rooster. I
So
found out
I
about
feel as though
that.
my animal has achieved great things.
But wait, what were you, monkey?
Yeah.
Love monkeys, gorillas, great. Orangutans, fabulous. I really want a pet one. But roosters are really pretty, like their wings and stuff. I
This
was
is
having a
true.
conversation about chickens and roosters yesterday, actually. This is a great story for you. You can only get this on CSM Live. And I got attacked by one when I was, because I work in a kennels. This isn't a joke. I genuinely had, it was a rooster, but it was a little black one. It was like half the size of a chicken, but they were nasty little things. And if you would walk side to side down the garden to get the eggs, it would dive at your head and it would follow you like that.
So what's the difference, Jess, between a rooster and a cockerel?
So the cockerel is the bigger counterpart of the male.
Oh, it is male, isn't it?
I don't know the answer to this.
Difference. Sorry, this was just in my head.
Rooster, cockerel. Don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to Google that too. And the sad that we were talking about earlier is this seasonal affective disorder. So it basically means the seasons affect your personality and your how you feeling, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And
There we
also
are, great story about a rooster there.
a link between the dragons, obviously the dragon representing Wales. So
Yes.
and it's the CUTV logo.
It's
so
our it's our
there's
little
definitely
logo.
a dragon theme this week.
Yeah.
Next, though, we have our bush tucker trial.
Well,
or presenter challenge.
yeah,
Sorry, the
present
bush
challenge.
is here, so we think bush tucker trial, but we've got to get with it. It's presenter challenge.
Okay, so today we've had a number of complaints from Adam, who wasn't really happy with the baby food last week. So this week we thought, well, what else can we do? We asked you all to send tweets in. There are a number of ones. So we've got a couple lined up for the next few weeks, and today we're going to be doing Fluffy Bunny. Woo!
Which I haven't heard of.
And they have rabbit. I swear there's a rabbit of the Year of the Dragon. Oh, not the Year of the Dragon, but the Chinese New Year calendar.
Another link.
There we are, another link. So let's grab our little goodies.
Well, this does look more tasty, I have to say. Although,
Mine
why
isn't as good
is
as
this
yours.
just-
Well,
Right,
I'm
explain the
preempting the
process.
fact that we might have to spit some out, so that's that.
So it involves consumption of them. That's good.
Well, I don't know what else you could do with the marshmallows. Okay, so I have got a huge bag of marshmallows, and the aim of the game is to put one in your mouth and say Fluffy Bunny. Put two in your mouth and say Fluffy Bunny. So you keep picking up a bit of momentum, and it basically results in you with a mouthful of marshmallows.
Excellent. Just what I've always wanted to do.
Well, I can't believe you haven't done or heard about this before.
I feel as though we're going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records in a minute.
I feel like we might need to get in contact with them and get them along to... Because they do that on other programmes like Blue Peter. Well, we're right up there with Blue Peter, aren't we?
We really are.
Okay, should we get started?
Oh, great.
Are you going to go first?
Okay. I think I've got to show it.
One fluffy.
One fluffy
Should we do it
bunny.
at the same time and then
Okay.
see who caves first?
I won't eat it.
You're not. No, you can't eat it. That's against the rules. Right. One fluffy bunny. I'm gonna be strategic and place them at different parts of my mouth.
Oh, I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
Well, it's so tempting to eat. Like, you know that advert where they've got the fruit pastels and he can't eat it or she can't eat it, and well, I just want to eat it. Basically.
I agree. Okay.
Oh, that taste.
Ready?
Okay. Now I feel like a mafia king in it. Well, that wasn't even mafia.
The mafia. That's a new one. Two fluffy bunny.
Oh yeah, two fluffy bunny. Oh, I'm sounding better with two in my mouth. That's
You're more
bizarre.
balanced now.
Ah, I see. Oh God.
I don't know if I should have just done that. I stuffed off my hand in there. Three
Three
fluffy
fluffy
bunny.
bunnies.
You can't chew.
I'm not chewing. I'm reorganising.
Four fluffy bunnies.
Floor. I can't make L's.
I'm starting to salivate.
It's not very nice.
5 raspberries. I feel like a hamster. 6 raspberries. We do? 7 raspberries. I totally got this. Ooh. 8 raspberries. No raspberries. Well, that was interesting. I can't even speak. Are you still chewing yours? Oh, good boy.
Well, I thought, don't waste.
Waste not, want not, isn't it?
But I could only fit 7 in.
Yes, 7. I got 9. Did I get 9? 9. Woo! I am the champion, my
Clearly
friend.
practice this.
Yeah, I totally have.
I think for the first time, 7 is quite reasonable.
Yeah, 7's good. And these were quite hard-shaped ones. Normally you just have the normal square, don't you? These are super sugary as well, which I find didn't help. Great.
Oh, that was nice.
Was that an enjoyable challenge for you?
Oh, yeah.
Was that better than usual?
That was better than usual.
Okay. I dread to think what we have on camera and what we look like. We're going to look awful.
Indeed.
Little hamster.
Right, now back to the normal voice. Last week, we were talking about dry January.
Yes.
And the sort of controversial issues surrounding what classes as a good way of raising money.
Yeah, I feel like we're alternating. Last week was my time to have a rant, and this week it's Adam's. I was basically saying, if you didn't tune in, that I didn't feel like dry January was a totally adequate cause to donate loads of money to, because it's easy enough done. It's January, so no one really drinks. And, well, I just think if you want to do it, go trek a mountain or something, you know?
Indeed.
Yeah.
A less controversial way of raising money is exactly what the Trampolining Society have done. Today, over this week, there was, what's it called? Have a Go Bounce event at Talabont. And this was where they were raising money for Western Hospice, located in Weston-super-Mare, just south of Bristol. And Helena went along to have a bounce. So enjoy this video.
Oh, have a bounce.
Hello, I'm Elena and I'm here today for the CUTV Sports at Have a Go Bounce of the Cardiff University Trampolining Society. We'll show you everything about trampolining. Here with Chris and Caris right now. Hello guys.
Hello.
Hiya. So what is the event about?
So it's a Have a Go Bounce. It's raising money for Western Hospice, which is a place back home in Weston-super-Mare which takes care of terminally ill people. This is basically a good idea for people who are a bit unsure about the sport, who want to come down. You don't have to join up for it and just give it a go, really. How's it going so far, Caris?
It's really good. Obviously, we want as many people here as we can. So ideally, we want millions. We want it packed. We want people fighting for the trampolines. So it's going really well. You know, there hasn't been any injuries at all.
No people fighting for the trampolines yet?
No, not yet. You know, there's still like an hour left or so. So yeah, it's going really well actually. Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun.
I think we're on nearly £100 already.
Really?
Yeah, still got a couple of hours to go, so we've done pretty well.
Are you still expecting more people to join you?
Yeah, I think there's a couple more on the way.
Yeah, we've sort of used all our links with our friends and housemates, so we're just waiting for people who want to join now.
So would you say people are aware of trampolining and they do get are they interested about the sport itself?
A lot of people have a misconception about trampoline. They either think it is triple back straight off, Baranis going into all these really complicated moves, or they think it's just bouncing up and down and not doing anything at all. So we're trying to show people that actually there's a lot in between. Like, you don't have to be able to do everything at once. You don't have to be able to do all the really complicated moves. So we're trying to prove them wrong and say, look, it is quite a good sport, it's quite fun, all levels of people can join it.
Is the society here at Cardiff University fairly new, or not really?
It's been running for quite a while, but I think especially this year, it might be because of the Olympics, we've actually had quite a lot more members join. I think we're on 80 to 90 members, but recently we were sort of 50, 60, so it is on the up, so we want to get it even bigger and even better.
Are more people beginners, or have they done it before?
We do get a lot of people who've done it before, and then some people who have never. Didn't someone ask you what a trampoline was?
Out of the freshers fair, girl didn't even know what a trampoline was, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll sign up and give it a go." So those are the sort of people we're looking for: people that just want to give it a go, and not necessarily people that don't know what a trampoline is, but people that just want to give it a go and have some fun.
It's loads of fun getting people who have never been before and watching them progress through the year. So they'll start off not even be able to bounce in a straight line. And then by the end of the year, they'll be competing and they'll be doing really well, and that's really nice for us to see that.
Now it's my time to show what the CUTV team is capable of, but up on trampoline.
Yes, so that was a look at the Trampolining Society with their Have a Go at Bouncing or something.
Yeah.
Have a Go Bounce session.
Have you ever been trampolining?
I did once, and I hurt my back quite badly. The other time was drunk, and I bounced off into a fir tree.
No!
That was very amusing.
That would have been good for our 12 days of Christmas, getting that in there somewhere. So it didn't go well for you?
No, I haven't had great experiences of trampolining.
I find that trampolines are really scary because whenever I go to the dentist, all his horror stories of people losing teeth are on trampolines, basically. So, not for me. But it looked fun.
Yeah.
All the same.
We've had a few tweets in.
A couple of cheeky tweets in. James Ellis.
Jess was going to explain the relevance of a rooster in a kennel to somebody.
Do that first. Yes. Dave has tweeted in asking why there was a rooster in the kennels. Good question, great question. It's basically like a kennels on a farm. So my boss has chickens, roosters, loads of things, ducks, horses, anything you can think of. It has unicorns up there. So loads of different things. That's why.
And James, the thing that you mentioned,
we are not even going to bring up on air. Well, we are actually.
Well, we just think that the item referred to is not in the shape of a sphere.
If anyone is wondering what we're talking about, if you want to see James's cheeky tweet to CSM Live, then put it in the search bar on Twitter, because we can't bring ourselves to read it out.
We cannot.
Naughty.
Anyway, linking back to sport, we have over 60 sports clubs at Cardiff University, and we have a dedicated officer representative, Idore, who is our VP Societies and AU president, and he's based in the Bowl with the other 6 full-time officers, and it's his job to oversee the running of all of those sports clubs. We've got a fantastic selection.
Such a variety.
Fencing, equestrian.
Because when we went, I think we went together, didn't we? And filmed at the beginning of the term when you could sign up and they have the society's fairs. It was great to see the sports fair and all the different things, because you don't expect. They had like shooting, and you obviously have all the basics: football, netball, rugby, so you can get involved with all of those. But there's quirky ones as well.
Definitely. And a major part of the academic year is varsity, which is the competition that takes place between Swansea University and Cardiff University. Green versus red. We are red.
He says that with passion.
I do. It's my favourite colour, so that's useful.
Is it?
And it's also the Cardiff Union TV colour, so red is the way forward.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic week of events.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it was just a rugby event between the two universities, but now it's extended to include many other sports.
There are loads of different games happening throughout the day. I think it starts pretty early in the morning from about 10 onwards.
Yeah.
You have netball games, hockey matches, both female and males playing. And they happen at different areas around Cardiff, either at Talabon, or they also happen, if you're walking into Butte Park, there's different playing grounds there, aren't there? So if you want to have a look, you can find all the different places online. But this year is going to be amazing. It always is.
And also on a sports note, I'm hoping for sports clubs to, as part of LGBT Plus History Month,
LGBT Plus?
Get involved with an Out in Sport project, which is looking at all the role models in sport that have come out. Of course, recently we've had Tom Daley coming out as bi.
That was interesting.
Which is really good to have as many people as possible breaking down the barriers in sport.
Yeah.
And we've had our own head of sport, Cardiff Union TV, Hugh Ware, who wrote a blog about his coming out to the darts world. So it's really been progressive in that field.
Yeah, I think it was great with the whole Tom Daley, and it was happening in such an interactive way, and it was his way of doing it in his own words, wasn't it? Saying exactly what he wanted to, but he could still reach everyone because most people have access to the internet. So it was great, and I think if it's given everyone else a little bit of push of courage to do the same, then it's really good.
And do remember, we've got our own sports show which airs every fortnight on a Friday. This is the week which it does air at around 7 p.m. It's had a rebrand. It's now called Full Time.
Great name by Hugh.
So do check that out at cardiffunion.tv.
Yeah, you got about 24 hours until the programme's up. So if you're eagerly waiting, it's not too long.
On the other weeks, we have a music show called Turn It Up, which has been very successful.
It has. Loads of different bands getting interviewed, loads of different things gone along, we've gone to and filmed. So,
and we have a music video to play us out on this week's show with a session by Sophie de Winter. So I believe that's all we've got time for this week.
Oh.
But it's been a fantastic show. Keep your tweets coming in. We like them. They're very interesting.
Entertaining. For our
is
entertainment show.
word.
Yeah, we love hearing from you what you think about the show. If you have any challenges, I think I've got one lined up for next week, which should be interesting. But anything along those lines or any other topics we discuss, we love to hear from you. So make sure you keep tweeting us. But until next week, about the same time next Thursday, that's
tune in.
all we have time for.
So here's Sophie de Winter playing us out. Bye.
This is my cover of I Bet That You Look Good on the Dance Floor by the Arctic Monkeys. Stop making the eyes at me. I'll stop making my eyes at you. What is you should stop ignoring me, 'cause you're sending me to despair.